Welcome, friends. I'm Zadre, and this is Evolution, where we just went to a village and got pimped. Oh, man. So, it's just my claimed area. We went south. We experienced a tremendous amount of lag here. I had to delete a whole lot of flowing water. And here, and here, I had to get rid of tremendous amount of flowing lava. It was capping out the CPU on my server. And I'm running a top tier server. So it was causing problems. But right below that, when I was finally doing this last one over here, I don't think I'm ready to go in that building yet. This village just pimped me out. Let me show you. So we have this stuff. Let's put this down. Reinforced chest. Let's see if anything fits in there. A couple things. And our backpack. And are you ready for it? Look at all the baubles. These aren't unique. This one has a 21% chance, this one has a 22% chance. Anytime I cast a spell, you cast it again. This bracer is you'll see bows around my head anytime I fire a ranged weapon. Not sure if a spell counts. We'll find out. It has that 52% damage or chance of also firing. And we have the flaming bracer, which makes us immune to fire. Yes, please. This is going to be great for blazes. The wing of the wild stalker gives us limited electroflight. You double jump to start flying, and then you can jump up to 3 more times before it essentially makes you land. The spike cloak, which if I take 18% damage, they take damage as well. Awesome. Horn of the wild stalker. Those are the 2 wolves you see around me. Anytime I do damage, they both each do 5 more damage. It's just my backpack. Quantum bubble, I've never seen before. When a projectile's coming towards me, it gets frozen for a couple seconds, and essentially gives you a chance to move. Salted is, when I attack, it attacks with a spell that's enchanted on it. Moment of devotion. I think it's very similar to the bows. Not sure if there's already a spell on that or not. But that's crazy. All from one village. Plus there's more. Like there's still more I don't have on. Like I'm not going to be using iron spells yet. Or maybe at all, I'm not sure. There's one for that. Oh, I didn't see this other ring. Oh, the spectral, yeah. Turns nearby boxes into spectral blocks. I don't like that idea. This is a broom that gives you temporary flight, but you can't be more than 16 blocks off the ground. So that's really cool. We got a lot of stuff. And I just wonder. I hate potions. Never remember to use them. I did die a few more times. There was a cleric in that village, so I tried to kill him. Yeah, the priest. I found him, but he killed me. I did also find an infinite ham. It's not a good one, but it's infinite ham. Whatever that noise was. Oh yeah, that's those bows. They make that noise every 19 seconds or so. It's kind of annoying. Flax seeds. Holy crap. Oh yeah, because we found a bunch of new Minecraft stuff. We found, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Where I do that. Where is it? Over here. This where it looks like a bridge. There's also a whole bunch under the mountain there. All at the same level pretty much. That's hex area summon structure. In each one of the buildings, there's a witch. There's 2 floors. There's a witch on each floor. There was different stuff in there. Okay, I need to start putting stuff away before we can accept it anymore. I'll be right back. I'll put stuff away. I'll be right back. Welcome back. Finally get my inventory clear anyway. I wouldn't really say everything put away. So what I forgot to mention, at the very end of the last episode, as I tabbed over to stop the recording, a creeper blew up right here. He destroyed the whole front of this building. Luckily, he didn't get any of the chests, but most of it, I think, dropped so that I got it back, I think, where it was, or close to where it was. I'm starting to think this bow thing is coming off because sound is super annoying. Unless I can mute it. Recent? Silence. Thank you. Okay. We have a little more quests to turn in. The hex area stuff. This coffer was pretty cool. It just a big storage. But when you open it, it opens like like. Have you ever seen it in those really old sewing kits that were about 1 foot deep by about 2 feet wide, and they stood on feet, about 2 feet high, and they opened. When they opened, instead of opening forward or backwards, they opened to the sides, and they had multiple drawers. That's what it looked like. Not sure if I explained that right. We're just going to accept these blindly quickly, just so that. A dipper. I missed a dipper, eh? I don't remember seeing a dipper at any of those places. Taming crows, no thanks. We got a bunch of herbs. Only one of the trees, though. We need willow and mahogany. I saw drying racks, but I was running out of inventory, so I didn't take any of those. Okay, so I think that is finally everything. I've only slept 3. This is the 3rd time putting stuff away. Alright, we have blank parchment, spell turret, book of shadows from exterior, and another. Okay, so you're gonna go here. Blank parchment. Don't know what to Be with you. Hex spell turret. You can defend your base for that. Hex area is up here. This is that coffer thing. Maybe I can get it to open. See what I mean? It's kind of cool. The one my mother had didn't. The top didn't open backwards. Like these went off to the side like this, and then the top ones had doors that opened up. It was cool. I'm just gonna leave it there. Why not? So, what I would like to do, we're gonna start. I would like to do this. I don't think we can. First thing we need is power. And we might do refined storage. Hopefully they have the bugs worked out by now. They did have a bug before where as soon as you introduced a network transmitter to the network, the whole thing randomly at different times, like the linking card would just disappear, but it would still look like it's there. If you go to take it out, it would just disappear like it was a shadow object. But if you restarted the server, the full, like without messing with the card, if you restarted the server, everything would be fine and it would work for a little bit, and then it would happen again. Not sure what was causing it. So power generation, what are our early options? Heat generator. That is a good early option because you just gotta put lava around it. You can get lava on 5 starts at 5 sides of it, and I believe it's 60 RF a tick per side. So that's pretty decent. This takes power to get into, but it's not a beginner's power. Add a full generator, I don't really. Like, this is really powerful if you can get all these running, but I've never wanted to automate that many generators when there's easier options. You could turn the iron furnace into a generator. That's pretty powerful. But what do we want to start with? If we do the heat generator, we have the copper, we have the osmium, we have the iron. That's just wood. We do that, we need some sort of energy cube. Oh, this starts here. How difficult would the first energy cube be? Steel. We need steel. How hard is steel? Yeah, I'll say steel dust. So how hard is steel dust? Don't be circular. All right, we'll look that up later. Okay, what's the getting started tell us to do? Make an iron furnace. So let's do that. Actually, you know what? I want to make the Ars Nouveau book. That's what I want to do. So I can start using it. These wolves are constantly pushing me around. I got the jumbo furnace going and I got 64 other ones in there. The mining hole I dug, I basically took every bit of cobblestone to do this. We went down a long ways, made a right when we hit a big hole, and down a long ways, hit another hole, made another right. Somewhere below our base, there is a geode. I can't remember exactly where now. It's definitely there, though. There's lots of stuff down there. Anywho, let's grab some iron. Grab some sticks. There we go. Let's make shovel. Axe. And is it a sword? Let's grab a book. Oh. Once I get the light spell, it'll replace that. So, get anything good? Oh, we got a spell. We got a water essence. Okay. The mechanism cube. Did this down here apparently. Oh, a melee skill point and a range one. Nice. It's just okay. This one tells us about the skills and gives us a skill in athletics. It's called puffer skills. That's easy villagers. I didn't feel like picking any up when I was there. Didn't find a spell book yet. Didn't find any of those. I haven't actually made a bed because I got the sleeping bag. Okay. So we can either stumble in the infinity caves or go to the nether, but since I started in ours, let's see how far we can go. Well, oh, because we're in ours. Okay, so yeah, I know how to create a spell. We have already found one of the trees. Yep. We have found some source berries. So let's make ourselves a scribe's table. So we need some logs and some slabs, a little bit of gold. A piece of gold. Couple pieces for this, and then we need at least 2 for that. I didn't need to do that many, but that's fine. Scribes table. Where do we want to put it? We need to do some buildings or some terraforming out here. So I have some places to put stuff for now. We're going to put it right here. That's backwards. Apprentice Spellbook from Iron Spells, right? Yeah, weird. Iron Spells is their own slot. Useful tier 1 glyphs. Well, you know what a really useful one is? Do not see. Yeah. Mage. What do Mage Light? Select. Plus one of those. Plus that. Right, just a glyph. Right click. We don't have a tier 2 spellbook yet, so there's no point. We do need to get an imbuement chamber to start getting source stones. You just convert lapis into source stones. We did get a fair bit of lapis when we were mining, if I remember correctly. Let me check. 27 plus 21 blocks. Yeah, we're good. Now we should actually create our first spells. I always like to do projectile break as number 1. Number 2, I like projectile harm. Projectile light. And projectile light is amazing for mining, especially when you find big caves. Spam lights all around, don't have to worry about the mobs. It's great. So we got a little bit into ours, not too far, but enough that we can start making. Like if I want to take my time and go through this, and there's a lot you can make before having to get into the essences, because quite a few of those glyphs require the essences in order to make. But to do that, we want to generate source. You don't have to, but it goes a lot faster if you do. Yeah. I think we're going to need a mob farm first, though, or a garden. The easiest one is when you can automate lava, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that in this pack. So we use the, which one? Vitalic source link. That generates source every time an entity dies, whether it be friendly or foe. So if you have a mob farm, just have that nearby, and you have so much source. So we'll think about that soon. So why don't we call this episode here? And between episodes, I may do a little bit of work with, getting some more glyphs done, because the more glyphs you have, the more mana you have. And I will use it some so that our and get our points done. Which would be nice. Yeah. Okay, so I want to thank y'all for watching. If you could, please give a like and a subscribe. But either way, have a blessed day.